if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech. You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. Come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and f*** off, OK? Just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right, you know? It's...
Almost no one on earth can insult celebrities to their faces and still get invited back. But Ricky Gervais somehow does it every time. Today, we dive into the moments where Ricky didn't just roast celebrities. He calmly dismantled them, live, in front of millions. And it all started when award shows stopped feeling safe.
Justin Bieber nearly had to take a paternity test. What a waste of a test that would have been. No, he's not the father. The only way that he could have impregnated a girl was if he'd borrowed one of Martha Stewart's old turkey basters. Open wide.
Piers Morgan tried to sound clever by defending gun permits for blind people. The explanation went on and on. Ricky waited. Then he delivered one sentence that ended the debate.
Iowa has been giving out gun permits to blind people, not just partially blind, but completely blind people who aren't allowed legally to drive cars. Just because they lost their sight, why should they lose the constitutional right to continue having a gun?
Yeah, well, it's a difficult one, but the short answer is because they can't see what they're shooting. That's what I'd say.
And the moment Piers tried to steer the conversation elsewhere, Ricky shut him down with a perfectly timed comeback.
I would not be able to carry a gun here in New York, but I could carry one in, Dallas, or I could carry one anywhere.
Really?
I can go to Walmart in Houston and buy one. It'll be on the wall. I can't buy a Kinder egg, those little eggs with little toys in, because it may choke me, so they're a health hazard. But where the Kinder egg would be sold in a British store, they instead have an AR-15 assault rifle.
Dear America, please let Piers buy a Kinder egg. but don't let him buy a gun.
Joy Behar tried to corner Ricky with accusations. Sexism, insensitivity, crossing lines. And instead of reacting emotionally, Ricky reframed the entire conversation.
On the Golden Globes, a lot of time you are politically incorrect and hilarious, of course.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about offence, isn't it? When people say they're offended, it's that just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right, you know? It's... Offence is about feelings, and feelings are personal. Some people are offended by equality. So what? You can't second-guess people. If you try and please everyone, you'll please no one. With comedy as well, I think you've got to deal with taboos and contentious issues, and sometimes you deal in irony, and some people don't get that, but, you can't legislate against stupidity, otherwise you'll be doing nothing.
Referring to Sex and the City, too, you said, I was sure the Golden Globe would go to the team that airbrushed that poster.
Yeah.
A little sexist.
No, it's not. Why is it sexist?
Well, because they're saying that the girls are older and they need to be airbrushed.
No, I think they look great at their age.
Oh.
Why hide it?
Oh.
I don't think that you lose your sensuality or your beauty because you hit 53. I'm saying, why are they hiding it?
Oh, I see.
If there's one name Ricky returned to again and again, it's Mel Gibson. Not because it was easy, but because the context did all the work.
How you doing, all right? Cheers. I've had a couple. I like a drink as much as the next man. Unless the next man is Mel Gibson.
Here's the context. Mel Gibson had just been arrested for a DUI, and his history of controversial remarks was already out in the open. So naturally, Ricky saw an opening.
Keith has got a couple more hours before it gets really messy as well, so... Mel Gibson, come on. No, come on. I'm not going to have a go at him. He's been through a lot. Not as much as the Jews, to be fair. First presenter is beautiful, talented, and Jewish, apparently. Mel Gibson told me that. He's obsessed. Please welcome Scarlett Johansson. Right. A few years ago, on this show, I made a joke about Mel Gibson getting a bit drunk and saying a few unsavoury things. I wasn't judging him, but now I find myself in the awkward position of having to introduce him again. Listen, I'm sure it's embarrassing for both of us, okay? And I blame NBC for this terrible situation. Mal blames... We know who Mal blames. Listen, I still feel a bit bad for it, right? Mal's forgotten all about it, apparently. That's what drinking does. No. I want to say something nice about Mal before he comes out. Here you go. I'd rather have a drink with him in his hotel room tonight than with Bill Cosby. Please, Malcolm. Mal Gibson.
Yeah. I love seeing Ricky once every 3 years because it reminds me to get a colonoscopy.
You can get this, all 7 episodes, available for streaming.
I've never seen you so animated. That was amazing.
Thank you. On Netflix.
I thought you were giving up.
Okay.
By his 5th Golden Globes hosting gig, Ricky wasn't there to entertain egos. The humor stepped aside, and the roasting landed as a reality check.
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and f*** off, okay? It's already 3 hours long.
Award shows have had their fair share of chaos, but nothing comes close to Will Smith's outburst at Chris Rock. Now imagine if Ricky Gervais had been the host. That night would have spiraled in a completely different direction.
People saying, oh, what would have happened if Ricky had been hosting it? And I said, nothing, because I wouldn't have made a joke about his wife's hair. I'd have made a joke about her boyfriend. Yes. It made the papers, and it just went on and on. So that's a big thing, though, to slap someone at...
It's insane.
It's insane. It's insane.
Ronan Farrow's 2017 investigation exposed Hollywood's darkest corners, putting Harvey Weinstein at the center of the scandal. That context made it impossible for Ricky Gervais to ignore the moment when he found himself surrounded by some of the accused.
But tonight isn't just about the people in front of the camera. In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. They all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Our next presenter starred in Netflix's Bird Box, a movie where people survive by acting like they don't see a thing. Sort of like working for Harvey Weinstein. You did it. I didn't. You did it. Shut the f*** up.
People credit Leonardo DiCaprio for Titanic and his Oscar win for The Revenant. But let's be honest, his real legacy might be the age gap in his dating history.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So... Even Prince Andrew's like, come on, Leo, mate, you know. You're nearly 50, son.
Ricky Gervais has a new game show here on ABC called Child Support, and he really wanted to be here to promote it in person, but he's very busy, so he made a video, he sent a video, and I don't know exactly what the nature of the video is. He wants it to be a surprise. Okay, well, just roll it, I guess.
Yeah, hi, Jimmy. Sorry I'm not there in person, but, you know, I can't be bothered, to be honest.
Everyone thinks of Steve Carell when they hear The Office, but the UK version predates it, a detail the host missed before bringing it up with Ricky.
You play, in the UK version of The Office, play the boss. What is the weirdest excuse that you've ever heard?
You say the UK version.
Yes.
I call it the original.
Ricky doesn't play the game. He walks on stage, flips the board, and dares anyone to stop him. So now the question is simple. Which celebrity should Ricky have gone after next? Let me know in the comments.